Namaste. I am Sridhar Banagiri, welcoming you to my channel. Today I am wanting to share an important subject for each one of us. My understanding about that subject is what I wanted to share. That's a universal subject because everybody wants to be happy. I am talking about happiness. Everybody wants to be happy, or everybody is seeking for happiness. The ultimate goal of every human being or every being is to be happy. This is what we give primary importance. So happiness is a state of being which we all seek. This inspiration to talk about this happened after listening to the interview that was Mohandas Pai had an interview with Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda. This interview, I was fortunate enough to be there and witness that interview. The first question Mohandas Pai asked for Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda was, what is this happiness? Everybody wants to be happy. Happiness and peace is what everybody is looking for. What is the magic to be happy? That was his question. And Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda very clearly distinguished or differentiated what happiness is and what we actually do. The distinction which he gave on happiness was very nice. He told that happiness is a spiritual alchemy process independent of the external circumstances. It's a process, it's an alchemy process which is independent of external circumstances. What I understood about it is, he mentioned that we do lot of permutation and combinations to the external circumstances to ensure that we want to be happy. That is what the mistake we are doing. He mentioned also, if A plus B is equal to C, it cannot be C plus D is equal to A. It can't be the other way. It can be only one way. What most of us do is we try to make the external circumstances, we make these external circumstances, manipulate these external circumstances to ensure that we are happy. That's what most of us do. That is independent. Happiness is an alchemy process independent of the external happenings around us. The clicks which happened to me was, we all know, we all have an idea what is happiness. We have all experienced the states of happiness in our life. Most of us attribute this happiness that we have got because of the external circumstances or sources. Because of that, we feel that we are happy. It may be in profession, it may be in creating wealth, it may be in relationship. We have a goal, we have a desire in each of these. In each of this, like relationship, we have, like, if I want to be happy, my children should study well. If I can make my parents happy, because of my wife I can be happy. All this is we are attributing to external sources. That is what we are doing a mistake. We are ensuring or we are trying to go behind the external, influence the external circumstances to be happy. Whereas happiness is an independent process. It is not related to the external circumstances. This distinction, I got it. This distinction is very clear. Like, for example, I will elaborate on this. If my children are studying well, if my son is studying well, if my daughter is studying well, I am happy. So I'll stress upon them to see that they study well. I come to a conclusion, if they study well, I will be happy. Similarly, in relationship also, most of the relationship also, maybe it is husband and wife relationship or a parent-son relationship. we always see or we always ensure that other persons are responsible for our happiness. We always attribute other person's behavior to our happiness. That is not the truth. The truth is, in this discourse, what I understood when Bhagavan was replying to Mohandas Pai about that question, what I understood was, it is an independent process, not dependent on the external circumstances. It is a spiritual alchemy process which happens within us that makes us happy. How true it is. So for this I will share one story. In this story, maybe you will get an idea of what I am trying to say. This is not a story, it's a fact which has happened 500 years back. 500 years back, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, and he was also considered an incarnation of Sri Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a very well known name for spirituality or for his devotion. As a boy, he was very mischief. His name was Vishwambara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before becoming Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was as a boy he was called as Vishwambara, and he was a very naughtiest boy. That story what I am sharing now it's a real incident which happened. Vishwambara used to go to a vegetable vendor near his house, and he was fond of that vegetable vendor. He used to go with him and always engage in conversation with the vegetable vendor, and he used to actually threaten the vegetable vendor by saying, "What are you doing? You are not selling vegetables and fruits. You are doing something else." He used to threaten him. This vegetable vendor was he was taken aback, and he was asking, "What is that you know about me?" Vishwambara used to tell, "You are doing something different than selling vegetables. I will just call everybody now. I'll scream and call everybody, so they will come and they'll know what you are doing. They will catch you." So this used to loudly tell him and threaten him. This poor vegetable vendor, he was a great devotee. He was so much in love with God. So always he used to keep on repeating God's name, and he used to feel happy. His devotion to God was so much that by constantly chanting the name of God, his devotion was so much that he was always happy. But to the external world, he was not a devotee. For the external world, he was a vegetable vendor. He used to sell vegetables. So this one, Vishwambara took advantage and told, "See, you are doing something which is different than what you are doing outside. You are selling vegetables, but actually you are not that person. You are enjoying having so much of you are praise. You are always singing about God's name. So I will call these people and tell that you are not selling vegetables. I will tell them like that." So this vegetable vendor used to feel so much of, he used to, "Don't do that, you please go away from here." So then Vishwambara used to tell, "Okay, you give me this vegetable and I will not pay you for that. Okay, you take and go. Don't come here." You used to give the vegetables to him free of cost. This was happening every day. Every day he used to come and he used to make bully that, it's like bullying that vegetable vendor and making fun of him. He was so much fond of him. He was very much attracted to him. That is why, he used to come every day and do this mischief to him. One fine day, Vishwambara asked that vegetable vendor, "What is that? Why are you so much in deep love with God? Always you are chanting God's name and you are always in that state. What is that? What has he given to you? Has he given you a house, or has he given you wealth? What has he given you? You always keep praising and keep chanting inside yourself. You'll be singing about God. What is that? What is that God has given you?" he asks. Then that humble poor vegetable vendor tells, "See, God has given me everything for my needs. Whatever I want, I have got. He has given me a shelter. I get my food. I get whatever I want. I get by singing this name always. By singing, and with this devotion, I get happiness and peace. So, what is the difference between the rich people who are going and who are coming to buy vegetables from me? They are rich. They are going behind money. They are going behind money. They are earning money to become rich, and they want to be happy by earning money. So they are focusing on money to be happy. Whereas I am focusing on my chanting inside my Lord's name, I am happy. Ultimately, the person who is earning so much of money also should go to the grave. I also should go to the grave. But I am happy inside. Whatever I am having, I am happy with that. Inside I am happy. I need not search for getting more money to be happy. That's what it tells Vishwambara. That is the story. Why I am sharing the story is, friends, it's like that. Happiness is a separate process which is inside us. Inside us, it's a spiritual alchemy process which will happen, which is constantly happen, which is very, very subtle. We are not focusing on that subtle happiness that we have. We always attribute our happiness to the external circumstances or sources. We go behind those things. We attribute that going behind for happiness. We always focus in such a way that only when I get this money I will be happy. I get this power, I will be happy. We always depend on external circumstances, and we are behind those things instead of understanding the subtle inner happiness that we have. That is what I understood when Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda told that it is a separate spiritual alchemy process independent of everything else. So that is a science. Understanding the subtle feelings in us and sticking on to that, or enriching that, or focusing on that, we can be happy in all the circumstances. In any circumstances or situation, we can remain happy, or we can be happy and peaceful. Only when we are happy, we will have peace of mind. And with peace of mind, we can deal with the external circumstances outside. We can handle any circumstances outside only when we are having peace of mind and when we are happy. When it is other way, if we are going behind something and we are stressed, in stress we may not be able to handle many things. But when we are focusing on happiness within, that happiness within will give us the peace of mind, and that peace of mind will give us the power to deal with any number of circumstances around us. That is what I understood in this discourse, and I wanted to share this beautiful interview. I will share the link. You can go to that link and view the entire interview. It was a very nice interview. By me sharing this, I am confident and I believe that I am enriching you people who are viewing this, and I encourage you to focus deep within yourself. And me, by enriching you, I am also getting enriched. I want you all to share this video, like this video, comment on this video. You can write comments, you can leave comments, I will reply to that. Hoping to see you in the future videos on happiness and self-knowledge. I wish all of you to be having eternal happiness, Nityanandam. Thank you.